Welcome to Sports Matters TV, brought to you by the Macau Sporting Club and in association with Shooter Snooker and Pool Blackpool, and filmed by Deep Red Productions. Okay, welcome to Sports Matters TV. We're at the home of Sports Matters, the Macau Casino and Sporting Club. I'm joined easily by the biggest amateur prospect in MMA, Mr. John Mitchell. No, he's got no nickname, which is mad. We have to give you a nickname maybe in the coming weeks. You've had a busy couple of months.
Yeah,
you're enjoying the game.
Yeah, busy now, flat out. Like I've got the Europeans coming up in June, like so.
I've seen that. And that was only announced recently, wasn't it? The team, the panel.
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a great panel. Like there's a Ryan Spallan's in the heavyweight division, isn't he?
Yeah. I think the best of the lads are like Jack McGuire from my gym's there. They got Adrian Elbert in the division above me, and there's another guy from SPG in my division as well. So we've got a serious team going over.
Packed.
Yeah.
You obviously love the fight game.
Yeah.
How did it all start for you first day? What's the background like?
Yeah, it's actually funny because I've such like a different background. Most people are kind of like boxing all the way up, but I was actually on the Irish rowing team. Such few people know
Jesus.
this, right?
Well, that explains the brawnness and strength, and you've definitely got a fair reach by the looks of you.
Yeah, but it was mad because I was like, since I was like 14, I was like training like 12 times a week and stuff like that, you know. And I went to like the World Championships and the European Championships. And when I came back, I was like, I want to do something else. So, when I first started, I was so used to training 12 times a week all the time. So I just started boxing, but started training 12 times a week, and they were like, "What?" So everything just went so quick then because I was just so used to it, you know. So.
And you're a natural, pure natural, and like your fights, you're always in a good scrap.
Oh, they're never just straightforward and easy. Like something nuts always happens. So
it is. Like, what's it like fighting? First of all, like you've done so much already. What's it like working with Cage Legacy? They're doing so well at the moment. Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah, like Declan's the promoter of that, and he's sound, you know, and like he's got a good personal relationship with his fighters. Like he really takes care of us in our gym, so it's good.
It's essential. You've got the belt.
Yeah.
What's next? Like, there's obviously, you know, you're heading away for the European Championships. Any talks of any big fights coming up as well? Are you gonna?
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be something in May, or like I have 3 belts, so I have to defend one of them at some point. You never get like 2 months off. But it'd be good. Like it'd be good to set me up then for the Europeans, and then just go hard at that. Like so.
To go hard. And tell us about your style. Like for you, like there's so many styles when it comes to MMA. Obviously, you have to stand up. You have the jiu-jitsu. What's the essential key parts for you? What you think makes a good fighter?
I think what I do differently and like what my gym does differently and why like we're having a lot of success is like we can just do everything. Like maybe not one thing brilliantly, but we can do everything because like I fought some guys there like when I won my first belt against Elliot Levy. He was like a really good wrestler, so I just didn't touch wrestling, just boxed and beat him that way. And then like in July I fought like Ivan Blanida, who's he's a wrestler as well, you know. So but then in my last fight there, Tig was this big heavy knockout guy. Like he was well able to hurt me. Like so I just took him down. You know, so every fight's different. Like I think, you know, by studying the best guys, like study George St. Pierre. Like how do you beat George St. Pierre when he's good at everything? You know,
he's the master. Even the comeback there against Bisbin.
Yeah,
he was away for so long. Like and we all said, look, there's no way he could do it, but he done it. Didn't give up the belt, and there's talks he might even fight Conor McGregor. I know it's crazy whack talk, but he's the man. Yeah,
he is. Like, how do you prepare for a guy that can do anything? It's like, you know, if you're boxing a guy, you just want to be better at boxing, but you know, in MMA you can like reveal, like even like Darren Till, like they say he's unbelievable, but if someone gets him down, like
he could be in trouble. Yeah, he could be in trouble. Like, what kind of fighters do you look up to?
George St. Pierre, definitely. You know, that would really kind of be it. Like
GSP's the man. He's
the man. Like
I have to say, like I met GSP a couple of years ago, and it's rare I get starstruck, but even the way he's so humble.
Yeah. Because
I get a picture, and like I can remember, like you know, some guys you're afraid to approach. GSP was just there, and I think I just met Nick Diaz not long before that. I was like, can I get a picture? He's like, oh, you're from Ireland. I was like, yeah. And at the time, McGregor was only up and coming, and he was like, oh, you've got that guy, Conor McGregor. I think he made his UFC debut not long before that. I was like, yeah. He goes, that guy will be good.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's all unwrapping. Maybe we're going to see them fight. Tell us about your gym. There's so many great fighters there.
Yeah, it's a brilliant gym. Like it's BJJ Cork and MMA Cork.
Yeah.
So like Liam Beecher's like our jiu-jitsu coach, but then myself, Aaron McGuire, Jack McGuire, and Jack Monaghan, we all started like training just like MMA under Aaron.
Yeah.
And then like gradually that started like picking up more and more speed, and then like we all started fighting under Aaron. Yeah. And now we've got a full gym MMA Cork, you know.
And David, you do stuff with David, yeah?
Dave DuPont, yeah, the man.
Because I work in Leisure World as a gym instructor, and I call him David.
Yeah.
But he's such a humble guy. He's got the real kind of how could I say? Because he's obviously done. Is he jiu-jitsu? Has he done wrestling?
Yeah,
he's done
he's really good jiu-jitsu.
And he's got the ears. You know, he's a grappler and stuff. But
he tortures us.
I heard so. I work with that man, and I tell you, he's
He's so passionate.
Yeah.
And the way he speaks, he's the man.
Oh, he's
in leisure work, he's the man. There's talks of you going pro. Do you think it's going to happen this year or maybe next year, or you're not in a rush really?
I'm not in any rush because, like, you know, I have a lot of fights and stuff like that, but I actually only made my MMA debut like a year ago.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say but slowly I'm finding it harder and harder to get fights.
Yeah.
Because, like, but if I win the Europeans, then maybe we can look to do it. Like, if I don't, I'm in no rush. I still have another year of college left, like.
Yeah.
So.
So you're going to do all that and get it done with.
Yeah.
If just to know, for argument's sake, you know, Bellator and UFC, they're all pretty much the same now. People are kind of going to Bellator. Are you more of a UFC man or a Bellator man, or does it matter to you?
I think like the UFC is kind of that pride of place. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And just last of all, there's so many up and coming fighters. You've mentioned a few already, but what guys do we need to watch out for also?
Oh, definitely Aaron Maguire.
Yeah.
Like, that's our coach. Like, he flew over there and fought Pancras Youssef. Like, do you know what they say once again about Darren Till? Like, hopefully he's not listening to this, but like, he's like a two-time British champion or something like that. Like, and he's just going through guys. Aaron fought Pancras Youssef, who's 7-time world champion, and Aaron went through him. You know, so he's fighting now again in Cork. Yeah, so he's got to watch out for it.
This time 5 years from now, where will he be? If you can give a prediction.
Hopefully well in the UFC at that stage.
Well, I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
People have said it, so I think it's going to happen. Listen, my man, you're a gent. Thank you very much.
Million.
Appreciate it.